Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Zell Foundation live team meeting on the 17th of February, 2018. Today, we're going to be discussing news and updates. We're going to introduce you to the new members of the team that have joined, and then we'll be giving some updates through the roadmap, and we'll then be doing a Q&A at the end. So we'll start off by discussing some of the news and what happened last week. So I'll start with a charity donation to Great Ormond Street Hospital. So there was around 10,500 Zell donated to the charity address, and we're going to take the market value price of that, and then we will match that in pounds in the UK and donate to charity, so we don't affect the market price by selling off the charity fund. Next, I'll discuss the mining speed issue that happened. They decided to remove us quite suddenly. We had no notice of this. We feel it could be actually a benefit to us that we were kind of dropped from them, because it's kind of starting to emerge that there's other coins that are having problems with them. So we weren't the only ones. The pool owner sort of refused to accept any error on his part and was sort of pointing the finger at everybody. So I guess we can sort of say we sort of got off lightly in that sort of situation there, that we're not being affected by it anymore. Next, I guess I can also discuss the charity pool that I'm working on with Lumi and the Cloud Pool guys. They offered to help us set up the back end for that and run it on their servers for pretty much free, which is really, really great of them. And the charity pool is going to also be going to the charity address, all the fees basically. So there'll be different fee increments: 0.4, then 1%, 5%, and probably 10% or something along those lines. And those will be going to any of the charities that are voted for by the community. And lastly, team expansions. That's pretty self-explanatory. The team has grown over the last week and a half or so. So we've got many new members to introduce who are here present with me, and we're just going to carry on through. So we have welcomed 6 members to the team, from advisors to community managers to developers. With some real superstars. And we've also been talking to some people outside of the team as well, potentially joining. We've also got the V3 Windows wallet, so you've got the official release. This is going to be the Swing wallet still, but it should fix pretty much all bugs that are out there. We're going to be updating the website after demand from a lot of people asking us to do so. So we'll be doing that. It's going to be, in terms of timeline, we could say 1 to 3 weeks or so.
Ding.
And then the macOS and Linux wallets are soon to be released as well. So we'll start off by introducing the now 12 members of the team. So we've got the co-founders. That's me, Scribbles, Miles Manley, and then Extra. So we can read out a little bit about ourselves and who we are. So I'm Miles. I used to be a system integrator, so that was my business. I got into crypto around 2 years ago. I was following Bitcoin before then, but really got invested and involved 2 years ago. I do lightweight sort of development stuff, but I'm more of a sort of project coordinator and business development kind of idea. So that's my field of expertise. Next, Extra, if you want to explain a little bit about yourself, you can do so.
Yeah, so I've been involved in this economy of crypto for a while. I enjoy it. I'm here to help as much as I possibly can. I do my best to get the wallet issues resolved for you guys. Any questions you have, you field through me, and I at least turn you to the right person if I can't answer myself. So that's about it.
Next, we're going to introduce the developers. So the Trunk, he's a superstar from the Hush team. I'm sure some of you know. And he's been a great help so far. He's helped us get the web wallet built really quickly, and he's helping us with a lot of the infrastructure stuff as well. And then we've also got our designers, Lumi and Ellis. Ellis is working on the website of things, and Lumi is doing all the graphics for everything. He's got years and years of experience in Photoshop. I think he was in 0.7 or something. He's been 10 years of graphics work, and he's a great asset to the team. Really helps us get a lot of stuff visualized well and in an easy manner for people to understand. So next we've got our advisors. So if you guys want to talk about yourselves, you can. Mark, do you want to start?
Yeah, thanks, Miles. Yeah, my name's Mark Lynch. I've been in finance and in the financial and insurance space as well as starting up several startups and owning different companies. I'm a serial entrepreneur to some extent since around 2000. The last couple of years, I've gotten very interested in the crypto space, and I'm excited to see what I can do to help out the team in any way that I can. Currently living out in Southern California, almost always on Discord. If anybody needs any questions answered, I'm more than happy to help or point you in the right direction. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sparkit. My real name is Axel Karlsson. I've been active in cryptos as a trader, a miner, and a day trader since 2013. And since 2014, I've been involved in a number of projects as a community manager, project manager, and advisor. The most known project I've been involved is Hush, together with the Trunk. As an advisor, I will act as a sounding board for the team so that they can satisfy you as miners, investors, and tech geeks. I will also do what I can to connect the team with developers, investors, and companies to give Cell the best conditions to succeed with this technology of integrating Ethereum and Zelcash. That's about what I have. Thank you.
So next we have our community moderators, and we've also got Mario Moreno, or as you guys know, Mount Weather. So he's in charge of the community outreach and social media side of things. He's currently ill, so best wishes to him. But just to read up a little bit about who he is, he's both fluent in English and Spanish. He lives out in Arizona. He obtained a bachelor science degree at the Arizona State University, and he obtained a grant funding from the National Institute of Health to conduct neuroscience research on the development subtypes of GABAergic interneurons in autism. I'm sure somebody out there knows that. He presented his findings to the neuroscience conference. After deciding not to pursue a PhD, he then moved into the insurance industry, similar to Mark, I believe, and he has been interested in blockchain technology for around a year and a half, 2 years, and he's young, motivated, and eager to develop and work on the project. Mark Day, you got anything to add?
Yeah, hi. Mark Day. I'm a game artist, miner, business owner. I'm just here to help out the community, provide support to anyone that needs some assistance, and then as well help out the dev team with anything that they might need as well.
So next we have Maxine, who couldn't quite make it today. He's out off on holiday, so he hasn't got good internet connection. But Maxine, whose real name is Alex, he currently works in cybersecurity, so he'll also be helping the dev team out in some respects. But at the moment, he's committing his time just to learn a bit more about the project. He works in the global finance service industry, so mainly banking and that sort of aspect. So he understands economics very well. So that's about Maxine. So Parker, do you introduce some information about you?
Yeah, thanks, Miles. My name is Parker. You see me on Discord with the username Trial123. I'm a mechanical engineer from Bay Area, California, working in the medical device field. I'm relatively new to crypto mining, especially with GPUs. Been doing it about 5 months. Been investing in crypto, mostly Bitcoin, since around 2015, and found the Zell project on Discord and found it really interesting, and became a moderator and try to help people out, especially newer people, with any issues they have, to be able to get the mining going for Zell. So that's about it. Thanks, Miles.
Thank you, Parker. So next, got some more updates regarding the projects we're working on, as everyone's intended to learn and find out about. So we have the BitNode Explorer. Extra, do you want to take a little bit about this? Or not. Then we have the trunk, and I believe, oh, hello. Do you want to talk about the BitNode Explorer, Extra?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to keep up on the Discord comments as well. BitNode Explorer was recommended by one of the pool operators, Jules. It's an excellent idea. Has not been started yet. They're offering to help. We're in the process of getting that set up so that all of us can visualize the network and kind of see what nodes are getting hit hard in what part of the world, and how we can try and mitigate some of that network load. Copay wallets, just as exactly as it sounds. We would fork over, port the Copay wallet, integrate Zelcash into it, probably disable the Bitcoin Cash function, and get that going. There's no timeline on that. And then Zeltrez.
About Zeltrez, all we can say that it's being built from the ground up. That's about it. The Copay wallet should hopefully bring us to more platforms, as our users keep asking. As well as working on a Swing, core wallet. People also want lightweight wallets like the Copay wallet. So we'll be working on those over the next few weeks or so. Okay, so next we're going to be moving on community suggestions, and we'll be running through some of these. I think mainly I'll be answering some of these. So we got a comment asking for more miner incentives to spread hash, and I think that brings up the great topic of everybody spread the hash. It benefits the network. Obviously, it was late Sunday, early probably in the United States. In the morning, we saw sort of a network attack where we had massive amounts of hash rate jumping around the Equihash coins. I think it was around 40 megasol was purchased on NiceHash and was hitting different coins. We ended up getting hit by 2.5 to 3 times net hash for an hour and a half, and we had to shut down exchanges and make sure that everything was sort of managed correctly, because we know, after talking to some of the team from Bulwark, they advised us, what's best to do, as they had recent problems with the same thing. So it seems to be either an individual or group of people that could potentially be attacking different networks. But we seem to have come off pretty well, and improving the infrastructure of the network the best we can. So what you guys can do, the miners, is spread your hash rate out. Go to different pools. Don't just stick on one pool because you like the interface necessarily. Do it. Maybe you think that you get more coins at the biggest pool, but it's not. It's like 10 payouts of 1 coin or 1 payout of 10 coins. It's equal at the end of the day. Next, we have a suggestion from the Sith. He asked for some improvements protocol for Zelcash. So yep, we can confirm that we are working on improvements, because there are a few, you could say, improvements can be made to the original Zcash code base. So we're working on those that have come over time. I know Hush have found some interesting niggles in that, so we'll be looking to improve as much as we can. Derek69 has asked about the dev fund, so I'll be happy to say I'm open now. There is 12.7 million Zell left in the dev fund. The reason we keep it in a Z address is to for the security, you could say, of the developers to an extent, but we're happy to publish that information here so you guys can know. Okay. Next, Swing wallet CPU usage. From my experience, it's been pretty low usage. If you want to write in comments if you had a different sort of experience with that, but I've been running it on a laptop, no problem. Not even seeing 10% usage on that. And then we had a question about the 1 year circulating supply. So you can work that out from the we can work that out from the block reward, obviously, and block time. So next, we will move on to some more questions and suggestions. Some people have mentioned the mining speed. You could call it drama earlier in the week. Where we stand on that, we feel it's sorted, and we feel it's almost a blessing in disguise that happened after some recent news has come out. So luckily for us, I think we've come out better in that situation. And the blocking issues, we are, like I said, working to improve our protocol and infrastructure, but I don't think we are the only Equihash coin suffering from these at the moment. So doing our best to improve it as quick as we can. Team expansion, we are still expanding. We now have 12 members of the team. So we've got someone on here pretty much at all times to help and offer suggestions, and we're expanding our pools as well best we can, but at the moment hash is the main thing to expand. So if you want to be part of the team, there is a link on the website to join the Zel Foundation. You send your application there, and you'll get a reply back from one of us regarding the information. Then we have CryptoBridge/DEX. This is a good point to bring up. I think there's been some drama again regarding Stocks Exchange over the last few weeks about them and their deposit times and stuff like that. So yes, we are aiming to move to CryptoBridge as a quick maneuver. This will be in the next week and a half or so, hopefully. We're doing it as soon as possible, basically. And in terms of getting on a decentralized exchange, maybe we will aim for something like BarterDEX. We will have to see, obviously, in the future. So if the community wants it, for definite, we'll push for it. So yeah. Calculator websites, they're out there, they're linked. Okay, so I'll answer the 1 year circling supply. Thank you, Trunk. It's estimated to be around 39.4 million plus the 13 million dev funds. That works out to be 52.5 million roughly. Block reward change, there's no planned block reward change except from when masternodes are released later this year. That you could see the only change would be the fee the community votes on that the masternode holders would be receiving out of each block. But there is no plan different from what is stated in the white paper. So now we'll be open probably for about 10 to 15 minutes for questions and answers. So fire away, and we're just going to sit back here. If anyone from the team actually wants to mention anything, you can do now. Anything you're going to bring up from what we've seen? Other than that, we'll just wait out for questions to come through. Thank you.
G-Money in Discord looks like they had a question. Want to talk about masternodes. Everybody wants to know about masternodes. We're not trying to be secretive. We're just trying to handle things in the chain of order. So to do my best to answer your question, block reward for masternode holders will be decided by the community. He wants to know how that will work, or that person wants to know how that will work in a timeline. So we don't have any different timelines than what we've been putting out. When we've got a new timeline, we will publish it to the best of our ability so that everybody can see it. Twitter, Bitcoin Talk, Discord, the website, obviously all of that. It'll be published there when we do have a very specific timeline. Otherwise, that hasn't changed from what we said previously. The reward amount, again, these will be decided by the community. It's not going to be community, please decide from 0 to 100% of each block. It's going to be something that it's guided by the Zel team. So
yeah. We had another question. What is Zelcash? All we can say is we're building it from the ground up, and it's going to be an application.
It's something that's different. It's not copied from other projects. It's something that's different. We'll set Zelcash apart dramatically. So the hash rate distribution and pool operator situation going on with that, possibly, we can only do so much. The pools are flexible with us, but they can't force people to go to other pools. That's kind of a sticky situation there. Anything that we've asked of pool operators, they've done their best. Well, most of the pool operators, they've done their best to facilitate Zell Foundation, and where we appreciate the current pools that are hosting our coin and allowing miners to mine through them right now. So I apologize. We can encourage people to diversify. And the only real way that I saw it was when I started throwing out Zell out of my own pocket to say, hey, go to these lower hashed pools, and first person to find a block gets this amount. And a couple people jumped over, did it for a little bit, and then jumped back. So we're doing our best with that.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation for us. We can't force you guys to go to different pools, but all we can do is, plead that it's the best thing for you guys to do. It helps the network stay stable and reduces these hash attacks that we potentially saw on Sunday. So, any other questions? Throw them in here. I'm just scrolling up to find out if there's any. How difficult is it to get on BarterDex? I don't think it's that difficult. We should be able to do it if you guys want it. But we would prefer to have one or two really good exchanges rather than spread out to lots and lots of little exchanges. So there's that.
Yeah, a lot of times the exchange that you're on defines your value, or it's a defining factor within your value. So if you guys want to be on 5 different exchanges that are all inexpensive and overall low volume exchanges, then that could happen. But personally, I would prefer to be on 1 or possibly 2 large high volume exchanges. Good name recognition. I think that more people would prefer that, but I haven't taken a poll.
To build off that, there has been some news and rumors coming out about Stocks Exchange, which is our current exchange. So we are planning to move to CryptoBridge. We may keep Stocks Exchange open if people want them, but there's been a lot of negativity and problems people have had with them. So we're going to be looking to move to a different exchange. CryptoBridge seems to be the leader at this point. So if other guys and other people want to suggest other exchanges, please do. Hello, what is the teams currently mainly focused on? We are focused on a wide variety of things. That's why it's great to have a larger team now, so we can work on many things at once. But yeah, the stuff we mentioned in the short-term roadmaps are pretty much what we're working on right now at this moment, and you've seen in the presentation. So feel free after we go live that you guys can read back through it. Just going for the questions. Okay, we've been asked to pitch Zell to somebody. So what Zell's doing, different to everybody else, you could say, or maybe other people are doing it similar, but we aim to be one of the first cross-chain platforms to be able to develop and use. So we're having Equihash, which is Zelcash, that's out now. People are mining. That's going to be proof of work until everything's mined. And then we're going to introduce masternodes off that. And the reason for that is going to be to run the proof of stake ETH chain. Now, we can't give too many details about this, but we can give a rough sort of idea to you guys. So by having these masternodes, it gives us a decentralized network, truly nodes that are always running that we can then build off of, and we can have that ETH chain run on. We're referring to it as an ETH chain at the moment, so people sort of understand that it's going to be a development platform, decentralized development platform for real this time, not by having nodes that were shared out to other trusted parties. It's going to be truly anyone can get a masternode, and anyone will then be able to help run the ETH chain. The reason and why we want to do it is to sort of benefit from both the technologies there. So Equihash is great for transacting value. You got your private ZK snarks, and you've also got transparent addresses. And the ETH chain would be very useful as a development platform. We wouldn't necessarily, for example, like Ethereum has, to interact with a smart contract. We wouldn't have to pay for it. We'll be able to do it for free. The question then came in: is cross-chain an idea, or is it actually working? Could say, is it an idea? Is it working? We have done some testing, but we can't say exactly yes, concrete testing it 100% works. But theoretically, there's no reason why it should not. So there's that. Any other questions, fire them away. We're going to be here for another 5 to 10 minutes. Again, if any other team wants to throw something out there, please do.
Coinonomy wallet option. Periphery said, possibly. We haven't looked into it yet. It's funds right now are focused on going to infrastructure development and exchanges to allow users to buy and sell. That's where the funds are going currently.
So we're going to have the last few minutes for the Q&A. So you guys ask away. We've been asked about the Mac wallet release. You can use the web wallet for now, we understand, but we can say it's coming soon. It's in testing, so it's pretty much ready to go. But yeah. I heard it costs 10 BTC to get on exchange. Yeah, you guys have fun for this? Yes, we are in talks with investors that are looking very positive to back us as well, so we can get some BTC without just having to sell the dev fund. Okay, so yeah, that's what there is to that. So we do expect to have the funds to get on bigger exchanges. Yes. Well, address actually, someone, Ronald Mining, just wrote here that he thinks we are selling the dev fund on Stocks Exchange. If you want to have some evidence for that, some proof for that, please do. We can send you, or I can show you the transactions all from the private address. We can post them so you can find out if you really want to where the funds have been going. You'll see that some of the core team members that founded the coin ended up with some of the dev fund, but it was all below 200,000 each. And you can also find out that they haven't sold any of it because it's in their interest to keep and not to sell. They're pretty obvious to anyone, really. To sort of address this FUD, I'll be open and happy to discuss it with you guys and debate it. If you guys if you guys think that, we'll be happy to make comments on it and say what we want. So it would make no sense to do a project like this if you were just in it for the money. If you were just in it to make a quick coin, quick buck, you wouldn't do a project like this. You'd release something potentially on one of the NeoScript-esque algorithms, and you do masternode auctions. I think that'd probably be what they'd do. We aren't going to be auctioning off our masternodes, for example. So you can sort of see that in one way. We haven't released with masternodes. You can also see that another way, and it would make no sense and no benefit for us to put all this effort in to get in euros. It'll be a few thousand $2,000 worth, because the order book's around half a BTC at the point. So it sort of irritates me to keep seeing these sort of comments. You put some logic behind it. It makes no sense, So you can keep commenting it. You can, keep getting out what you think, and if that's what you think, then by all means, please move on. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the tech. We're here to bring something to the world that hasn't been done yet, and we're just trying to make, pretty much say, the perfect crypto. That's pretty much what the aim is for us anyway, and that's what I feel. If anyone wants to add to that from the team, please do. Another question was asked. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think the reason why the payouts were given to the core team or the people that started to help get it going in the beginning was because if we were paid in something different, then it's easy to just sell it and walk away. Who cares if the project works? Great, whatever. But if we hold an interest in it, even if people are, when I say people, even if people that did receive payments in the beginning are selling some of it or all of it or what they choose to do, they're selling themselves short. I'm not going anywhere. Scribbles isn't going anywhere. The team's getting larger as the days go on, and more communication. The project is new. We are starting to work through the issues. We are fixing issues. We are driving forward. So people that are selling now, it's their choice. It's their coin, but I wouldn't get too stuck on the price right now. If you guys look at our 24-hour volume, it's minimal. The exchange in the beginning was to show that we're serious about this. So
we're happy to invest in the project because I'll be open with you. That cost out of my pocket personally, 1 BTC to get listed on Stocks Exchange. For example, the next exchange is also going to cost 1 to 1.5 BTC if it's going to be Crypto Bridge. You know, if we weren't serious, we were here just to cash out, then we would probably stay on Stocks Exchange. You know, it's these sort of comments over and over again just don't make sense to me. So hopefully we can use this as reference for, you know, these FUD spreaders, you could say. You know, but by all means, you're entitled to your opinion. We got a question, what were you guys doing before Zelcash? So I used to be part of the Bitcoin Z project after the original death of that left, so I was helping around there. Extra was working on projects he's not allowed to disclose, but I can assure you his development skills are very much superior to mine. Anyway, I'll be honest. And then we've also have the Trunk as part of the team. He used to work on Hush, and he's been a great asset since he's moved over to us. He's been, you know, a massive help on getting some of the, you know, basic stuff. It was Web Wallet was pretty much all him, and then Lumi prettified it up. So that's what the developers were working on previously. Okay, next, are there any other questions? Okay, so to answer this question, the dev meetings will be done every 2 weeks live, so bi-weekly. And then we also have in between that, so we have live meeting, and then we have a private meeting with the dev team where we can discuss, you know, quickly what happened. And some people drop in and drop out, so we can quickly get over. And then we do these live meetings every 2 weeks is what we're aiming to do. And the time is aiming to stay around Saturday, and you know, 5 to 7 p.m. UTC is usually what we aim to try and start at. Masters will be decided by community vote. Yep. So leave any other questions in. I'm just checking through other channels. We'll be on for another 5 to 10 minutes, guys. Thank you. So we're getting a lot of questions about the masternodes. We will say it, as we said it before, we can't really disclose that much. It's not going to happen. You can ask as much as you want, but we can't really say. In terms of amount it's going to take to stake, it's going to be community voted. In terms of reward, it's going to be community voted, but guided by the Zel team, same as the collateral will also be guided by us. We'll sort of see what's realistic and what makes sense. Can't give out more information than that. So yeah, last 3 to 5 minutes, and you'll be able to catch us. We'll all be in Discord profusely over the next, you know, days, weeks, months, years, and we'll always be around to answer your guys' questions. To answer the one person that's just asked where the community is, it's not just here. Here's the Discord invite if you want it. We have 1,000 members of Discord now, so we've grown rapidly over the last 2-3 weeks now. So thank you to all you guys, and especially over this last week, it's a bit of a rough week. So thank you guys. So it looks like that pretty much wraps it up for us. If there's any other closing statements from the dev team and the core team, please do them now. If there isn't, I think that'll be all, guys. Thank you.